Good afternoon, welcome to Maths Live. We've got Hannah in commentary and Sam and Aoife and a few more that have just come up, so I'll shout them out, do shout outs to the bit. Just to recap from yesterday, trying to remember how to convert units of length. Excuse me, so we've got 22 centimetres, how many millimetres is that? 1,300 metres, how many kilometres is that? And then the tricky one, 8 kilometres, how many centimetres is that? I'll give you about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to have a go at that, and then we'll come back and crack it and get on with today's topic. We've got Ava in Hertfordshire. Hello. Got Aidan and Owen. We've got Zach and Kiana. Oh, is that only 6 years old? Oh, that's lovely. Hi, Amelia in York. Brilliant. I know that last question is going to be a little bit tricky. You did great yesterday. Have a look. Hi Jensen, hello. Let's see. Oh, I was just about to say, let's see if any answers come in, and they have. Oh, answers for all three. I'll just wait for a couple more and then I'll come and start getting ready. Hi Iona in Tunbridge Wells, welcome back. Hi Isaac in St Ives. Okay, let's see. Steph's going to try and not make any mistakes today, or at least just one. Too many mistakes yesterday. Right, so let's have a look. 22 centimetres, how many millimetres is 22 centimetres? So, to get from so we know that 10 millimetres is 1 centimetre. And to get from millimetres to centimetres, we have to divide by 10. Or if we go the opposite way round, we times by 10. So we've got 22 centimetres and we're going into millimetres. We need to times it by 10, which is 220 millimetres. 1,300 metres, how many kilometres is that? So there are 1,000 metres in 1 kilometre. So if there's 1,300 metres, that must be 1 whole kilometre, because there's 1,000, and then 0.3. So 1,300 metres is 1.3 kilometres. Now I need a bit of space for the last one, because we need to do a couple of jumps. Because we've been asked to convert 8 kilometres into centimetres. Now then, we need to do a jump first though, because between kilometres and centimetres are metres. So it's easier to go to metres first and then to centimetres. And your answer should be bigger than 8, okay? Because obviously there's going to be a lot of centimetres in a kilometre. So how many kilometres is, so how many metres is 8 kilometres? That's 8,000. So we already know that you need to times by 1,000 there. Now, how do we get from metres to centimetres? There are 100 metres equals, 100 centimetres is 1 metre. So it's tricky, right? 100 centimetres to 1 metre. So now, if we're going from centimetres to metres, or metres to centimetres, we need to times it by 100 again. Because you can see 1 times 100 is 100. So we need to times this answer by 100. And that will leave us with 8,000,000. So it's 800,000 centimetres. Let's have a look. Let's see, have we got anyone who's got that? Oh, I might have gone a bit too quickly. Some of you are still writing it, I can see. Hi Amelia in York, hi Hattie in Northampton, hi Kian in Norwich. So just to go through that one, So to convert it into meters, say 8 times 1,000 is 8,000, because 8,000 meters is 8 kilometers. Now we're at 8,000 meters and we need to get it into centimeters. And to get from meters to centimeters, you'd have to times the number in the meters by 100. So you times your answer by 100. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 800,000 centimeters. Now, today, a little bit easier today, because with length, with distance, you've got millimeters, centimeters, meters and kilometers. There's 4 different conversions. Whereas in our topic today, we're just looking at 2. Whew. We're looking at mass, grams and kilograms. Mass. Now, you might be thinking, huh? Grams, kilograms? That's when you weigh things, yeah? So when you're like cooking, you might need to know how much flour you need. You need to weigh out the flour. But here's a little bit of science for you. Weight, in terms of what we think how much something weighs, is actually to do with gravity. Weight is how much gravity is pushing you onto the earth, okay? Mass is how much stuff something is made up of. So actually the technical term for basically how much everything is made up of is mass rather than weight. So remember that. So I'm going to use the very, very technical term of mass. But if you get confused and say weight, don't worry, because we're working at a primary school level. So we've only got 2. We've got grams, we've got kilograms. So let's think about the conversion rate. How many grams are in a kilogram? Grams are smaller than kilograms. So how many grams equals 1 kilogram? Now a clue from yesterday, because when we were thinking about meters into kilometers, I mentioned that kilo gave you a clue there, because kilo links to 1,000. So 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram. Let's leave that up there to help us with today's topics. So, for example, if I have then 3,000 grams, how many kilograms do I have? Well, if 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram, then 3,000 grams must be 3 kilograms. What if I have 4.5 kilograms? Okay, so this is where we have to go backwards. Now, you've got there 4 whole kilograms, because it's 4 point something, so you must have at least 4,000 grams, okay? But you've also got half a kilogram there. Half of 1,000 is 500, so it's 4,500 grams. Do one more. Maybe you've got 2,100 grams, and you need to know how many kilograms that is. Okay? If 1,000 grams is a kilogram, you've got 2,000 grams there at least. So there's 2 whole kilograms, and then you've got 100 grams left over, which goes into 1, so 2.1. But it could get trickier than that, only a little bit trickier, because you might be given a question like 0.02 kilograms. Oh dear. How many grams is that? How many grams is that? Now, here's a trick. To get from kilograms to grams, do you notice that you need to times by 1,000? Okay? And obviously the other way around, you need to divide by 1,000. So, let's times our answer. Oh, these pens are running out. They know there's only a couple of weeks left of Maths Live. They're giving up. 0.02. Let's times that by 1,000 to help us give our answer. So remember, if we're timing by 1,000, the number is getting bigger. So, what do we do? What do we think? Do we go this way if we're getting bigger? Or are we getting this way if we're getting bigger? Okay? I'm going to let that you've seen, tell me, which way does it jump? You tell me, I'm not doing all the work. Which way will the decimal point go if we're timesing? Which way will the decimal point go if we're timesing? Having a look. Oh, someone's got an answer. But which way does the or which way do you move it? Has anyone got any ideas? Okay. Now, if it went to the left, okay, so if it went here, we'd be getting more and more and more zeros. Okay, but if it went this way, can you see the 0 goes there? So that's 0.2. So it has to go to the right. Okay. So 0.02, and we've got to times it by 1,000, so it'd be 1 jump, 2 jumps, and 3 jumps. The decimal point is now there, and we can put a 0, so we don't need all that. So it's 20. Can you see the decimal point is now there? So it's 20 grams. 20 grams. It's quite hard when you're timesing with decimal numbers. Let me show you the other way. So for example, if I have, let me think, if I've got 310 grams and I need to know what that is in kilograms, okay, I've got to then, because I'm going from grams to kilograms, I need to divide it by 1,000. So 310, there's my decimal point. Now if we're dividing, we go the other way. So divide for 1, 2, 3. My decimal point is now there, and my answer is 0.310. Okay, 0.310. We know that isn't a whole kilogram because we need to go into the thousands. Let me show you again, because I know this is the trickier type. This is the type you can get in year 6. Okay, so let's say we've got 0.023 kilograms, and we need to know what that is in grams. Okay, so we get our number, and we need to time, if we're going from kilograms, grams to kilograms, we need to times by 1,000, because we're going from kilograms to grams. Times it by 1,000, that means the decimal point needs to go to the right, and we're doing 3 jumps because there's 3 zeros. So 1, 2, 3. So the decimal point is going there. So how many grams are there? There's 23. 23. If I'll show that again. So we have to go to get from kilograms to grams, we need to times by 1,000. So the decimal jumps 3 times to the right. 1, 2, 3. There's the new place for the decimal point. We can get rid of all the old points. And you can see you don't need the zeros. 23. Okay, it doesn't matter how many zeros you have in front of a whole number, it's still the same number because you've got no hundreds, no thousands, no 10,000s. Okay, we will come back to that. I just wanted to show you the trickier ones at the start. So let's go through the 3 challenge questions. I'll write them on the board. So question 1 was, it was how many grams are in a kilogram. We know that, it's written up there. So I'll just show you question 2, question 3. Okay, question 2 was, how many kilograms are in 350 grams? And the next question was a word problem. The word problem is, I have a 2 kilogram bag of flour. So there's a 2 kilogram bag of flour. Okay. I use 750 grams to make some cakes. How much flour is left? how much flour is left. I started with a 2 kilogram bag. I used 750 grams. How much flour is left in the bag? Have a go at those two. Oh, let's see what you think about those last questions. Oh, brilliant. Oh, you did really well in those. Well done. We've got Malik in Bahrain. Seriously, we've got someone watching in Bahrain. That's amazing. That's amazing. It'll be evening in Bahrain. Hi, Molly in Eastbourne. Wow, live in Bahrain. That's so cool. We've had Canada, we've had Bahrain, we've had Spain. I'm trying to think off the top of my head now where we've had. I think it was someone in Poland. That was it. Wow. Oh, got answers coming in. Okay, just 20 more seconds. Okay. So how many kilograms? 350 grams. It must be 0 point because you need at least 1,000 grams to be in a kilogram. So it's 0.35. You can put the 0 on if you like. So 0.35 or 0.350. Now with this problem, we start with a 2 kilogram bag of flour and we use this much. That means we need to subtract. So we need to do 2,000 subtract 750. Oh, now then, I was doing this with someone I was tutoring when you've got to do a lot of regrouping. So we can't do it, we can't do it, we can't do it. So we go all the way back to the 2, make that a 1, make that 10, oh no, make that 9 because that needs help, but we need to make that 9 as well because we need to go all the way back to the 1s. Sorry, not even that. Was that 0? I meant there. I meant the 10s. So 10 take away 5 is 5. 9 take away 7 is 2. 1 take away 1 is left. So 1,250, okay, is left. And I think I asked for the answer. So if you put the answer in grams, that's 1,250 grams. If you wanted it in kilograms, it's 1.25 kilograms. Well done, super. Now then, here's the challenge questions we haven't seen. Okay, as ever, stretch your arms, wiggle your fingers. Let's go for the challenge questions, and I'm going to hide them from you so you can't see them. Because everyone should have the same amount of time. So number 1, I'll be thinking about, let's have a look. And number 3 is off you go, off you go. So we've got 9 kilograms, we want to know how many grams that is. 8,100 grams, how many kilograms that is. And 7.2 kilograms, how many grams is that? Hi Ian, hi, oh Ihan. We've got Ihan, we've got Diana, hello. Got Maria, hello, thank you for taking part. Hi Zaki. Alright, let's see. Who's going to have some answers coming in? Oh, here we go. Oh, some answers coming in. Hi, Timothy and Noah. Oh, Harnet's got an answer. Lachlan's got an answer. Here they go. Right, so 9 kilograms. How many grams? If 1 kilogram must be 1,000 grams, 9 kilograms must be 9,000 grams. 8,100 grams. If 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram, it must be 8 whole kilograms and then 0.1 because it's 100 left. And then similar here, 7.2 kilograms mean that there is at least 7,000 because there's 7 whole kilograms, but then we've got the 2, which means 200 grams. It's fine to do that. It's fine to split it apart to help you if you're not sure which one it means. Right, there's the first 3. As you know, the next 3 are always a little bit trickier, pushing those a little bit further, and even Steph it pushes a little bit further, as you saw yesterday when even Steph got all confused. Okay. That's number 1. Number 2, and oh yes, the last one. There we go, last 3 questions for the lesson. 400 grams is how many kilograms? 0.6 kilograms is how many grams? And 2 grams, how many kilograms is that? Tricky last question. Hello, Oliver. Hi, Oliver. Oh, it's so good, yeah, because obviously doing some of these maths live now in smaller classes, I've actually been able to see some of your faces. It's been amazing. I can't wait to see more of you. I know quite a lot of you from Maths Live are going to be taking part in these group Zoom lessons, which is amazing. We've all got an answer for the first one. Have a look. Hi, Elliot. I love Elliot in England. I like that. Oh, it's not 0.2 kilograms, that last one. Think about 2 grams is a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. I mean, 2 grams is, I'm trying to think. It's like 2 sultanas. It's like 2 tiny, tiny bits, or just a little bit of flour, like a dusting of flour. So it's very, very small. If you think a kilogram weighs like a bag of sugar, it's quite heavy. So this is going to be, think about the conversion there. Let's do these first ones, and then we'll tackle that last one. So yes, 400 grams, 0.4 kilograms, because there's no thousands. 0.6 kilograms, 600 grams. Now let's think about that last one. Give ourselves some space. Okay. So as I said before, if you're going from kilograms to grams, you're timesing by 1,000. But if you're going the other way, if you're going from grams to kilograms, you need to divide by 1,000. So 2, we're doing 2 divided by 1,000. Okay, so we've got the number 2, and put a 0. If you put a 0 after it, it helps you. So we've got to do 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3. So there's our first jump. We've gone to 0.2. Here's our second jump, when we've gone to 0.02. Here's our third jump, where we've gone to 0.02. So you can see there's 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps. We need 3 jumps. So our answer is 0.002. Okay, I'll show you again. Just want to make it really, really clear. We're at 2 grams. To get from grams to kilograms, we need to divide by 1,000. So we're doing 2 divided by 1,000. So here's our number 2. Okay, I'm going to put a decimal point after, because in a whole number, the decimal point is always hidden to the right of it. So in the first jump, the decimal point is going to go there, which is 0.2. Okay? The second jump, the decimal point is now going to go there. So it's 0.02. But then there's a third jump, and the decimal point's going to go there. So at the end, the answer is 0.002. So it's a very, very, very small amount. Well done today. Steph survived today. I'm relieved. Well done. I'm going to put the challenge question up related to mass. Remember, mass, not weight. And tomorrow we're going to finish our measurement topic by looking at capacity. You might be thinking what capacity is. If you haven't already tried the challenge questions, look on the page from Monday, or wait till tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Have a lovely day. Give that challenge question a go, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.